Hey, welcome to the Sunday broadcast. Let me get this up here. And as the title states, I'm still standing. So let me get this over here. Okay, take that off. And let her rip tater chip. Transition. There we go. I can't believe it. 3 guys already, 1 like. Okay. Picture and sound are good. Thanks, Craig. Hey, check out the post I put on Stunt Hanger about Vincent van Gogh. It's on that thread that you railed on somebody about. I don't know. You know, you guys need to lighten up, especially on Aviojet. The guy likes to build. He does a good job. Whether he likes to fly or not, that's nobody's business. The post that I made on Stunt Hanger about Vincent van Gogh, Starry Night, looks like it was painted by a 3rd grader. $80 million for that painting. Then the painting below that, $15,000, and any 3rd grader could have finger painted it. Come on, give me a break. Oh, okay. Well, I had to interject that. You know, them guys keep railing on him about, and I see nothing out of these people. Whatever. Okay, what I'm doing today, as I was doing yesterday, today I've let the acryl green dry. Yeah, I know. I've let the acryl green dry. And I've kind of smoothed it all over in different spots. I wish I was able to. I could finish this white today. If I was over John's, I could finish this white today. But we have an Astrohog build to start. Yeah, I know. I have an Astrohog to build to start at noon. We're going to start that. I put a post on the YouTube channel. I don't know whether you got it or not, but we'll start that at noon. This business that I'm doing now, trust me, most guys would not go through this. It would be good enough. Let's paint it. Let's put clear on it and go fly it. I just can't bring myself to do. I cannot come out to the field with a rag. It's just not in me. So I have to go around and I'm fixing all the buggers. And I'll just spot these in. I mean, it's not getting another coat of paint. It's only going to get a coat of paint where the buggers are. And there's quite a few of them. There's a big pile right there. Let's switch camera view. Because you guys don't want to look at me, you want to look at airplane stuff. Come on now. There we go. Okay, so I smeared this acryl green on the spots that were bad, and we're just block sanding it off. And all that'll be left on it is the low spot to fill. You got to be very, I mean, I could ruin this now. Right, I'm just touching up the spots that are crappy. And probably not all of them. Because most of them will hide very in the clear. But these are spots that I didn't get sanded. I was asked yesterday, you know, that patch that I did on the wing up here, what sandpaper? I use 320. I do not sand down the 600. It's just not necessary for the 320. And then after everything is finished, that's when I drop to the thousands grits, you know, 1,000, 1,500. I only use 320 to do the paint work. $400 is not necessary. I mean, you can if you want. It just, you know, just more work. Because the paint is going to fill the 320 scratches. And then when you put the clear on it and sand it with 1,000 and 2,000, it all goes away. There's enough clear on the airplane to, I mean, okay, when you've painted it lacquers and enamels in your life, lacquers and enamels want to have tooth because they don't have any real chemical in them. So the tooth is 320 grit. Well, lacquers have chemical. So I'm not only going to give it a chemical bond, I'm giving it a mechanical bond. So that when I pull up the tape, the paint ain't coming with it. And lots of thinner. Now, fill joints with superfill. Cool, Don. I know you. Now you look at that and you say, well, man, that looks like heck. You cannot feel it. That's all that matters. You can't feel it. I filled all the lows and all the boogers. Remember, sanding is not with your eyes, it's with your hands. Can you feel anything? Okay, so we got that taken care of. I only have about a cup and a half of paint left in my jar, and I really don't want to mix up anymore. I want to kind of stay within my parameter of 1 pint of paint, and that's it. That's all you get, 1 pint. When you start cheating, that's when the weight goes up. Trust me. Thank you, Rob. Trust me, this is a 6-ounce finish that I'm putting on here, not a 16-ounce finish. When you're out of paint, you're done painting. Now, on this one, I might put a little more clear on it than I normally do, which will be pint and a half of clear. So it mixes up to 1.25 quarts of thin material. The only reason why is I'm going to 2-coat it, sand it, and 2-coat it instead of 3-coat it and sand it. We'll see how much that adds. Probably a 1/2 ounce more. So it might be a 6.5 ounce finish. Checkerboard's on the bottom. I had a real bugger here on the cowl area that I wanted to address. Let's see if we can see it. It's underneath this tape. Right there. You see it? The cowl gets another coat because it's kind of darker gray than the. I mean, you could get away with it, but why bother? I mean, I got paint. I also need to paint the inside of this. Here we go again. We got it stuck. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, that's not good. There we go. I got a spot up there I see too. I need fixed. So I need to paint the inside of the cowl. I mean, you really don't have to, but I do. So this needs a little green on it. Yes. Yeah, Craig, I'll tell you. I built an S6B Supermarine. It's hanging on the wall in St. Louis. Took it to the Nationals. Jim Lynch, Charlie Reeves were the appearance judges. It's a beautiful airplane on the top. Just beautiful. 56 ounces, 66-inch wingspan, 56 ounces, PA 65. I get to the Nationals, set it down for appearance. I figure, well, I'm going to be on the front row this year because it's nice and it's different. And I'm on row 4. I chased Jim Lynch down. I said, hey, why am I on row 4? What is the deal here? This thing's beautiful. He said, well, you didn't finish the bottom. Didn't finish the bottom as good as the top. I said, crap. Because you're supposed to be judging these from 10 foot away. And he said, hey, you didn't finish the bottom as good as the top. I said, well, that'll never happen again. So yes, the bottom gets finished just as good as the top. And the inside gets finished just as good as the outside. So let's put a little aqua green on that. We'll let it dry while I'm working on something else. Aqua green has a lot of hot thinner in it, so it basically will stick to whatever. No need to rough it up; it'll stick. And you can smell the solvents in it. It's really potent stuff. But use it very sparingly. It's very heavy. And when you do use it, sand it off, all of it. Okay, that will, I guess let's put it right here too. So I got my spinner sanded out, and I'm gonna have to do some serious cleaning on that motor. Okay, let's see here. I sanded that out. I sanded this out. Got a spot here. Well, good enough. This will, a couple of dusted airbrush coats on that will fix that, no problem. Let's see here. Turn it over, see what's up. I got a piece of tape on here. Why? It's on there because I missed the paint. Doesn't need sanding, it just needs painted. So I really need to have John in that booth with me looking, because second set of eyes really helps. Now I got a spot here I remember that was opened up, so I'm going to shove a little acro green in it. So I got that. Okay. Let's see. We got this spot here. It needs a little smoothie right there, but I don't really want to do it. Let's see here. I have to go shopping today. I don't have any laundry to do. I mean, I could do laundry, but I don't have any laundry to do. I need to go shopping, but I'm going to start that Astro build. We'll do 2 hours today. We'll do from 12 to 1 and 4 to 5, I guess, somewhere in there. This needs a little, this needs some 600 before I shoot the clear on it. And the only reason I'll use 600 on open bay. I should have stipulated that when I said 320. Because I don't want another burn through like I had on the other side. Because you got to understand, I do a lot of sanding. I'm still debating whether to cut this rudder down or not. I probably ought to. Well, the problem is it gets stripes on there, and the top of the stripe would be right in the cut of the rudder. I wonder how much it weighs today. See if it gassed off any. Leave the rudder alone. Get the angle of the fuselage. Well, we would hope that it looks like one piece. That's my goal. I mean, a little bit of roughness there. Let's do this. Let's put the cowl back on it while it's acro's drying, and we'll weigh it up and see what it weighs. I'll weigh it, add an ounce to it for the mystery weight, fuel line, and needle valve, half-ounce wingtip. I got a spot here. It's no good. I need to fill that. Crap! I'm going to get by with as little as possible on this one. I don't want to. I mean, in order to do a 20-pointer, I would have to go over this thing every inch, sand the whole thing, and paint the whole thing again. And that would be 2 more ounces. We ain't going there. We ain't going there. So let's do this. Probably should sand that. You know, it's really odd. My sanding videos seem to do pretty well. Hey, Rob. What does that mean? Hey, Rob Godden, leave the rudder. I would think yes, to leave for a 40, maybe a 46. And because I'm rushed, this is not as good as it could be. But I'm under the gun. I waited too long in the season to get started. Danny, if you're watching, you get out in the garage and start sanding. Sitting back in that easy chair watching me sand. Dan is such a good craftsman. Dan builds as good as I do, if you can get him off his ass. Of course, we got to teach him how to paint, though. You can't put it on a paint stand and keep painting. No, Dan, I talked to him yesterday. You can't put the airplane on a paint stand and keep spraying until the paint stand bends over. Okay. That turned out pretty nice. I need to sand the inside of these shotguns and get them painted up. I just don't know how I'm going to do it without destroying the... I'll have to get a stick with some 320 on it. Going to have to airbrush inside there so they look just as good going all the way in. How am I going to do that? This is not my normal cowl. I usually just do one hole, but John was ragging on me about doing the same thing over and over again, so I just do something different. Okay, I'll do something real different. Ted Thatcher is the best cowl builder. Gotta give credit where credit's due. Of course, it's a guy in Brazil or Argentina built a beautiful cowl on that yellow airplane. Can't remember the name of it. Can't remember his name, but it was beautiful. That would paint up nice. A piece of sandpaper. I'll airbrush that in there. Might do that today. Okay, let's put this on, see what it weighs. 70 ounces. Oh, God. Oh, heavy. I have no room. That's how my Tucker got broke, because I have no room. My Tucker Special, the little red one. Still flyable, it's just got a crack in the fuselage. I glued it up. I hate it, so I took it home. Probably give it to somebody. Okay, where is my... I wish this thing was finished up at this weight. $56.5 ounces. So it's 57 ounces because you added tip weight. 58 ounces with the fuel line. So 58, I ain't going to make under 60. It'll be under 60. It'll be 62. Shit. Isn't that a bummer? Isn't that a bummer? $56.60. So 57, 57, 58. Yeah, we're at 58. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we're at 58 ounces. We're at 56 and a half plus a half ounce of tip weight is 57 plus an ounce for fuel line and needle valve. That's 58. There's no clear on this. 2 coats of clear is 60. It's going to be 62 ounces. Man, that's them extra 2 ounces every time. I got to get me some light wood. That's all there is to it. I got to get light wood because everything is the minimum that you can put on an airplane in this. You can't get any more minimum. I mean, air. So it's going to weigh as much. It'll weigh as much as the Tucker with twice the power. But the weight is concentrated in the nose. I guess I could replace that engine with a Super Tiger 60. Except then I'd have to have a hole in the cowl. Nah, we'll just leave it as is and see if it works. If it's too heavy, I'll figure something out. I noticed the spot. I mean, it feels light. But it ain't. I see a couple more spots I need to address. You know, what are you going to do? I can't chase this thing all over the planet. Yeah, it would be 2 ounces lighter without that canopy and pilot in there. What are you going to do? Let's see. What do I want to sand on first? I got lots of little spots. There's a spot there along the parting line, but That'll hide with the stripe. Not a problem. Let's see how this stripe goes. It goes all the way back. So it goes all the way back on that parting line. So let me see here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got 14 stripes on mine. You can't do 13 and make it look right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 13 white stripes, but 14. There's just no way to do it and make it come out right. I think these are 2-inch. I'll have to figure that out. I think one side is 2-inch, the other side's 2 1/16. If I remember right, to make it come out even. Maybe 2 1/32. I still have this airplane. It's hanging on the wall in St. Louis. Back at home. And I'm almost done here, so I can go home. 8,000. That's all that's left. 8,000. Okay. So look at the profile of the airplane. You tell me what you think the rudder's too big? And if I lop that off, it would probably take off 2 or 3 grams, around 2 grams. Drop it down 5/8 of an inch or so, right to here. Same shape, just trim it off. Wouldn't take much to do. Need to fix that. I think I'll fill that. We'll fill it. I'm not going to get caught by Jim Lynch again. Hey, what are we going to do about that? Nothing. Because I got it. I fixed it. I wasn't going to paint this yesterday. I was thinking about it, but I knew there was some spots on it still, but John talked me into painting it, saying that I could fix the spots after I got it painted. And he was right. It's just a lot of work. Need to sand that right there. But we're going to sand with some lighter grade paper. 600, 100, no. 1200, nope. 2,000, nope. There we go. 1,500, nope. Right here. Well, what helps this thing in the wind the most, the PA75 with 3 degrees of motor offset. This is 600. I'm doing open bays with 600 because I don't want to burn the edges like I did on the bottom. Let's see here. We could do split cam, I suppose. Let's see what this looks like. For you car guys and boat guys, and stuff, this is paper, so you can't be real aggressive with paper. What gives the paper the strength is the nitrocellulose dope, plastic. So it turns paper into plastic. I wish I could turn plastic into gold. That'd be good. When this airplane's completed, it'll look like a single piece. It'll look like a plastic airplane. Because basically that's what it is. Chris Everson was over yesterday, and I held it up to the light. You can see right through the wings. You can, in the sunlight, you can. I mean, this is real. There's no paint on this. Need a new piece of 600. I'm not sanding wet, so It loads pretty quick. 10 and 6. If you haven't already hit that like button or the subscribe button, thank you for the like. Please do so. So we got that. Oh, not quite dry. Let's see how this side is. This side needs it too. You can hear that. You can hear the difference in sound, you know. Listen to the sound. And when the sound changes, it's smooth. Need to pull that off. I wish I could leave these off. Lose some weight. Lose some weight. I will probably thin the paint out that I have left. I think I got it in the car. And just try to airbrush these spots. I'm not too concerned about this because it gets red stripes up here. And clear, of course. I just want it smooth. $56.50. Another moment. If I was smart, I'd just put some trim colors on it, you know, a couple of small stripes and shoot a coat of clear and go flying. That weight is pretty important. And anybody that tells you, well, I can sand an ounce off, no, you can't. It's total BS. The only way an ounce could possibly come off is if it was urethane and you sanded the urethane off. But you're not going to do it with dope, not when it's this thin. Oh, I remember. I need to get that sanded out over there. Okay. You look right here. I'll show you. I'll bring the camera in. We'll swap the camera over. If you look right there, there's a line. See it? We can't have that. No good. No good. If I was using urethane, it wouldn't matter. I just clear it and block sand it after the clear is dry, and that wouldn't show. But because I'm using dope, I got to get it out. That's about all I needed. I need to switch over to this other paper. Yep, becomes an obsession. Yeah, that's 320. No, that's 180. That's 320. So is this how you guys normally do things? Sand, paint your airplane, then fix the buggers? And you know, the thing is, I ain't gonna get nothing more for this. Personal pride, that's about it. This area up in here, these lead out areas, is always a sore spot. They always look like crap. So I try to do a little extra. And there's a spot there. A spot there and a spot there, and holy crap. Fortunately, it's on the bottom. We'll get it. We'll get it. And you guys over on RC Universe, tell them, go over there and make a post that Stunt Hanger's going to build an Astro Hog on live stream. Give them the link, please. You'd be surprised. We talked to a bunch of RCers at the show, and they're interested in coming back to Control Line. And FAA is part of that. Well, I'm not going to fly RC. I'm going to build an RC airplane to this quality, and I'm going to give it away on the channel. I have a Sato 80. I have a radio and receiver. I need some servos, but it's local pickup only. So if you win it, you got to drive to where I'm at. But it'll be a few $1,000 airplane. There's the kit over there in the corner. Yep, 71-inch wingspan or 72. So 800 and some square inches. So this is 700. It's bigger than this airplane. Straight wings, so it's not a big deal to build. Not a big deal, but it'll get a dope finish with polyspan. And it'll be all brand new shit. So, RC Flyers. I guess CW Radio is RC guy. Jet Screamer is a radio guy. If you would, go to RC Universe and post over there that at 12 o'clock today on this channel, I'm going to start the Astro Hog. I'm going to do probably 1 or 2 hours per week until it's finished. And if it works out and I get some traffic out of the thing and generate some revenue out of ads, then it's worth it for me to give away. I got to do something. Definition of my insanity is doing the same things over and over and expecting different results. So we're not going to expect different results. We're going to make our own results. I got 2 cap strips that are questionable. I mean, I don't know how to put some goober in it or not. Got a spot there. It needs a little fill. I mean, how much do you want to do? I have till next week to get it ready, though. And then it'll take me a week to tape it up for color. So we're 2 weeks away. We're 2 weeks away from flight on this one. So that'll put us in the middle of May. So that's good. I made it. Middle of May. Should be ready to go. If it flies good, I'll fly it at the nets. If it don't, I'll fly the other one. If that one don't fly good, I'll put my old shoe back on and fly that one. Take the hit on appearance. As you probably have guessed, I'm taking more time in the finish on this airplane than I did on the Dr. Pepper airplane. Because this model is special to me. So next time I go over John's, I'll have the motor out of it and we won't worry about it. And I'll have it ready to go to paint so I can make up a little extra time. Oh, SIG kit ain't nothing. No, the automation will never be able to. This is a hand-created piece. It will never be. Automation will never be able to do this. They could mold it, but it wouldn't be the same. Somebody could take this and build some like Danny. I'm sure Dan Winships could take this airplane and make some molds and pull some glass and carbon and all that stuff, but it ain't going to be the same. Wood is a living thing, and that's what makes these airplanes so special. All that for that. That's all that was there. One little. All that putty was just for that little dot right there. And all that work was for that little dot. But I have a personality that if I didn't get that dot out of there, every time I would look at that airplane, I'd look at that dot and go, why didn't I do that? Basically the same thing with this back here. So we'll put a little sandpaper on this ruler. And you may think that's a good thing. It's not. I have a penny collection at home. I couldn't sleep until I got the 1909 SVDB. Okay. Let's do this dot up here. Probably ready. Well, from what I understand, Hazel Sig died. I knew Maxie's been gone a long time, but Hazel died and new company owners have taken over. I need to call them and see if I can get them to sponsor an ad on Stunt Hanger. You gotta remember to paint the inside of this. I gotta repaint these. These need another coat on them. You guys like the close-up angle camera view? Kind of gives you an insight to how I sand, I guess. Well, I don't normally build kits. Back in the day, I built a couple Sig Magnums. I built one from the kit and one scratch built. And the scratch built was much better than the kit built because I get to select the wood. Now on this Astro Hog, I mean, if it's ridiculous, if it's like 40-pound wood, I'll change it out. But I'm going to build it from kit wood. Danny told me, don't use any of my good contest wood on it. Don't worry, I won't. On this plane here, so I got to hit that, and I'll hit that, and I'll hit this corner, and a little bit over here. And if I wasn't worried about weight, I'd go for it and sand the whole thing, color sand the whole thing, and shoot another couple coats on it. But it won't take much to cover this now because it's white. It is white. Okay, enough of that. Oh, there's a spot right there, needs it. Oh yeah. Let me tell you, I did that in the 60s and 70s too. I drew a lot of airplanes. But I've built so many now, I don't draw plans. I just lay it out, the numbers out on the wood. It's in my head what I want to see. And or maybe I'll get a picture of what I want to see. And I just know how to do it. I really have no accurate count on how many airplanes I've built, but it's in the hundreds. It's, you know, it's not in the thousands, but I don't think. I mean, of course it might be. You never know. Since I've been in this little apartment, just here, and this is not my shop, this is just a hotel room, I built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I started on the 7th one that's over at John's. So 7 big airplanes, 4, 5 combat airplanes. So that's 7 and 5 is 12. 12 airplanes just since I've been in this little apartment. Since I've been in the St. Louis, I mean, I have a lot of them. There's stuff that I've even forgot about. I forgot about the jet. I loved my jet. The one with the checker. It's in the. See, how many did I build in St. Louis? Just, oh shit. Gotta be 100. When I got my shop, yeah, I mean, it's up there. I built a lot of airplanes. So this is going to get the stripe there. It'll hide that spot there. Don't have to worry about that. This needs another coat. on the cowl and bring, because it's dark. See how much darker the cowl is? Because that's over primer. So one more coat of white on the cowl, and that'll bring it bright white again. I guess I could work on this tip next. I'll tell you what's really bad is when you think you're done, you paint your airplane, and you look, oh crap, I didn't sand off the stuff, or I missed a spot. That's terrible. I did the line wrapping last night. I don't know, you guys. I mean, I don't know how many guys watch these all the way through, and I don't think I could do it. I mean, Wendy's tapes are boring enough. But I do watch Wendy tapes, and you glean just a little bit of information out of them and go for it. Oh, okay, great, thanks. The shotgun cow. That one right there. Probably not as good as Ted Blanchard could do it, but I gave it an effort. Claudio is the guy that I'm thinking of that built that beautiful yellow airplane. That guy can build a cowl too. Come on, I know I had a file, a round file. Damn. Okay. Play games, I'll just take this and stick that in there and it's already round. Round. Oh. Round. Round. There we go. If I was allowed to use primer over the whole airplane, the paint job would be a lot better. And yeah, I'm allowed, but it'd be a whole lot heavier. My beloved DC 540's gone. I would prime it with DC 540. Okay. That's ready for paint again. And if it needs it again, I'll do it again. I don't think so, though. I think it'll be fine. Move this forward. Where'd my buddy Craig Biswick get off to? How to close wood. Oh, choose wood. Not really. I did a grading video. I mean, it's choosing wood's kind of a personal preference or whatever. How I choose wood, whatever I got to light. Whatever I got to light, and I'll engineer in the strength. Let's see here. What do I want to do here? I got to do that other side. Might as well do this side too. These are the hardest areas to do, to make look right. Well, besides them big fillets I got up there. Guess I need to put my rubber bands back on. Wherever you see a dark line come up, like there or there or there, that's where I didn't do my job right the first time. Two and 30 years, holy moly. This is my second one this year, or second big stunter this year. Locked up. There we go. Like we were telling Chris yesterday, if there's one thing you do to your model, and the model may look like crap, but if there's one thing you do, it doesn't matter how long it takes, is make super smooth controls. It don't matter if it takes you a week, a month. If you don't have good super smooth controls, you're kidding yourself. That's a high spot there, needs to get knocked down. Why not? It's on the bottom, but oh, Charlie, that fell off the stand here. Yeah, that's close enough. Now you wonder, why did I do that? Well, that was a hard spot in the sheeting, and I just sanded the paint off down to the tissue, so can't go no more. And so that'll, the thing I like about it. Well, hey, I don't know everything yet. I'm a mechanic, but I know where to find it. Nothing's new in this hobby. Nothing. Doesn't matter whether I thought it up or what. Somebody's done it already. I think Claudio passed away. I'm not sure. I know that that one guy in Brazil passed away, a young guy. It's goes to show you, you never know. Kind of like Jerry. That blew me away. When I came into work that day, you guys may or may not know Jerry Hop. When I came into work that day, I saw that his car, it was a Tuesday, I saw that his car was not there yet. Well, Tuesday's club night. We go flying after work. So I figured, well, he's running late because he's loading his trailer. 9 o'clock came, no Jerry. 10 o'clock came, no Jerry. Noon came, and they said, we got bad news. Oh, man, what a bummer. Now, that man was the nicest guy you'll ever meet. You could not rile him. No way. I never saw, he was a Baptist preacher incognito. His wife is a preacher as well. She's still ministering, but Jerry was a minister, an ordained minister that didn't do the church. Really, really super guy. We lost a really nice one then. Really good guy. It was to my surprise when Al Rabe passed away. I still got Al Rabe's molds over there in the corner he sent me. He used to call me 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't get on the forum. Come on, Al. I reset the forum for you several times. But I never got mad at him because he's the grandfather of molding, Al Rabe. I mean, did he think of that? No. But I believe he brought it to Control Line. I just watched a video today of a woodworker on YouTube making plywood parts, laminated plywood parts. And you think, well, what does that have to do with control line? It has everything to do with control line. I looked at that and go, hey, I know exactly where I can use that. And when I do this part and show it, if it works, which I think it will, I'll show it to everybody. But it's still not my idea. I saw it from a guy on YouTube. Doing it. Okay, so we got that. We got that one. We need to one right there, I guess. We'll do that with a block. It's about lunchtime. Time for me to eat a sandwich and get ready for the Astro Hog build. Oh, 2 a year for 30 years. Okay. And this is my second one. But I have built, especially when my dad had the hobby shop, because I used to build on the counter in the hobby shop. I put together hundreds there. Hundreds. They were little airplanes, 049 stuff, Cafe. But I built Junior Noblers and 5 million combat cats and 5 million combat kittens, voodoos, winders. Shit, it's 2 ounces lighter already. Not. And this is my second one this year in this apartment. I mean, you got to understand how tiny this place is. Let's see. Let me give an exact measurement of how big this place is. Yeah. Get my 100-foot tape here. Okay, this includes the kitchen. Hey, Alexander. That's including the kitchen. It's 23 foot long. So we take off for the kitchen. We take off 7. And it's oh shit. I have nothing to attach this to. I'll just guess at it, I guess. Okay, let me tell you how much living space I got. "200 square feet is what I'm building all these airplanes in. The TV, the couch, and the airplanes, and it's 200 square feet. So it's the size of a small motel room. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to eat a sandwich. I'll be back on at noon for the Astrahog build. I'll clean all this stuff up and get my workbench up. We'll get out the Astrahog and hell, we'll thrash and do something. I don't know. I think I can build an RC airplane. I built them for Schaefer's. I built many of the, what was that other thing? Sig Acromaster. I don't know. It's a high wing. I built a whole bunch of them. They were hanging in Schaefer's. He's probably sold them by now. But I used to build for Schaefer's Hobby. You know, always got a project going when I'm involved with it. So check back at noon for the Astrahog build. I know some will enjoy it. And let's see here. Disappear. Some will enjoy it and some will loathe it because it's RC, but hey, I'm trying to get more members over here. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you at noon. See ya. Come on now.